Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today in this video I am going to be giving you guys a quick Animal Jam Play Wild worth video. So you guys can figure out the worth of your items in Animal Jam, especially if you are a die-hard classic fan and you're thinking about giving Animal Jam Play Wild a try. I know how scary it can be to hop on this game and realize that the worths are completely different. The worth of items alone in both games is already difficult enough to understand. So if you already got Animal Jam Classic worth locked in your brain, it seems impossible to switch over, but it's not. And this is me encouraging you guys to come on here and play on Animal Jam Play Wild because, dare I say, it's better. I know, I said it, but this game, it has more updates, it has more animals, there's so much more to it. Like, what do you guys have over there? The Forgotten Desert, that's what y'all are still doing? Don't get me wrong, the Forgotten Desert is an absolute craft of work. It's truly one of the best things ever. But let me sell ya. I'm gonna really sell it to you here. You can get free memberships on this game. Why would you pass that up? You can buy memberships with an in-game currency. Why would you pass that up? It's like a farming, grinding game over here. We're grinding for sapphires over here. What, y'all want diamonds over there for what? To buy some things in the shop? Whatever. We're getting sapphires to get freaking free memberships, okay? Now, before we get super into this, I want you guys to know that this is just how I understand it. This is how my brain has made it up. I don't know if it's actually, like, accurate, but this is how I understand worth in my brain as an original classic player. This is how I understand the Animal Jam Play Wild worth. So hang in with me, hear me out a couple times. Don't blow up my comment saying, actually the black long in this game is technically equivalent to 6,000 or 7,000 sapphires. I don't care, okay? This is how I see it, this is how it works in my brain, and this is how I'm gonna tell it to you guys. So, first things first. When it comes to Animal Jam worth, as I already said, both games are extremely different. Completely different items, completely different worth scales. It's complicated. But the way that I understand Animal Jam Play Wild worth is the equivalent to a black long, to me, is 5,000 sapphires. Because in Animal Jam Play Wild, there are these little things called shops, and you guys also have these in Classic, but you can put things in them, and you can price it. The highest price you can go is 5,000. That is the highest price that you can get in a shop. That is equivalent to our black longs. That's our good items. Now, for den betas and clothing betas, that's going to be for like a den beta would be something that's around 1k to 4k sapphires in my brain. That's how I see it. And then my clothing betas are 100 to 900 sapphires. Right? Are you hanging with me? You got me there? So we have the black long at 5k. Your maximum my shop price is your black long. Your den beta is the medium price from 1k to 4k sapphires, and clothing betas are like 100 to 900 sapphires. Now, one thing you really want to put into perspective here is the aesthetic of your item and the color palette, because compared to Classic, there's so many other items and there's so many other color palettes, especially with the insertion of party potions, which I will get into later. I'm starting to realize just how chaotic and insane this video is, and I'm also starting to think I maybe should have made a script. But if you guys can hang through the chaos, I swear I have some points here. Keeping all of that information in mind, we're gonna go over here to Coral Canyons for kind of a better explanation. If you go over here into Coral Canyons, there's this little My Shop Explorer, and this is the lifeline. This has everything you will ever possibly need. So if you go into your shop, you can price something, and then you can turn on this My Explorer button, and it will be in that Coral Canyon shop for however long here, 2 days and 24 hours. Basically 3 days. So this thing refreshes often, which is really nice, but you can come over here and easily see the worth of things from that 1 to 5,000. So like this plushie, for instance, it's around 55 if it is its lowest. 300 seems to be its highest here. I actually might buy that because it's really cute. But for instance, I would call this is like clothing beta worth in my mind. So anything lower than clothing beta worth is kind of just like, in my brain, this is the rare item Monday worth. And this is a rare item Monday, so that's kind of funny. Now, if we go over into this bow here, this is what is pretty much black long worth. And you can see that there's quite a few variants within here. And of course, just like with Amsterdam Classic, where the yellow long is the lowest worth and the black long is the highest worth, there's similar worth patterns with colors in this game. And if you can't seem to figure something out, you can usually use Play Wild Worth Wiki and find your worth on a bunch of items, but I always do think it's just better to have some common knowledge that you can click your brain with. For example, this white bow is worth pretty much 5,000 sapphires. So this is like my black long equivalent. Now back here, you can see that there is this purple bow with a party item. So there was a super party favor potion that gifted a random item to everyone around you, but it completely changed, like it created completely new colors with the item, and that has not necessarily screwed with worth, but it has definitely messed with worth a lot. But one of the cool things is you can now find off colors and different colors that you couldn't find previously. Like this is a blue bow and this is like a bluish purple bow. My best explanation for them is pretty much to look at the colors. If you have pastel colors or highly sought after colors, then you probably got a pretty good item. But that doesn't necessarily mean that your item is actually worth anything. It has to be something that people want. Or it has to be a rare item. So keep that in mind with the party items, but this is kind of like my example. And then, oh yeah, there's also these potions, like the gummy potion that makes stuff look gummy, and that can mess with the worth. There's a lot of, it's tricky. I get it. It's really tricky. Now, and continuing on with that, kind of similar to the party potions, there is blueprints in this game where you can craft items and customize the colors on them. So if we were to scroll through here, these are all spiked colors, so they're going to be pretty good, but you can see that they get pretty low if it's not the prettiest color. And then I really like that hot pink. Oh my gosh. Sorry, that was gorgeous. That was gorgina. It's similar with the party items. There's crafted items, and colors play a huge role in that. Now guys, this is where it gets a little bit complicated, because from here on up, everything is higher than those 5,000 sapphires, so it cannot be found in the My Shop, but it's similar to like headdresses and founder's hats and magenta items in Classic. There are items that are just worth stupid amounts of sapphires, like 30,000 sapphires, all that stuff. And some of these items consist of, we have like the double tail, and then we have rare furry arm cuffs, we have the rare raccoon tail, the blacked out spike collar, rare forest gauntlets, rare archer hat, and a rare bow tie. Now all of these items are pretty expensive, and I listed those in order from least expensive to most expensive. Once it gets to highly sought after items like that, there is a new black long that comes into play here. It's no longer 5,000 sapphires. Your new black long consists of blacked out spiked collars, which go for about 19,000 to 21,000, or Forest Gauntlet boots, which are 33,000 to 35,000. That is your new black long once you get into the extreme rares, because there are items like the pink bow tie that can go for 4 rare Forest Gauntlets. 4 rare Forest Gauntlets. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Is that not crazy? Is that not crazy? Oh my gosh. Anyways, now we're gonna go into the wild and try to see if we can. This is Apari's den. I don't know why his den is the trading den. It truly doesn't really make sense to me. He's not a good dude. But that's just the way it is. This is where all the rare jammers go to trade, and we couldn't get into his, so we'll see if anyone's hanging out in Old Wisteria. These are all extremely, extremely rare items. And here is a pink bow tie, except it's not the pink bow tie. This is a party item, but it's become a pastel pink bow tie. I can't even imagine how much that is worth. If the normal pink bow tie goes for 4 rare Forest Gauntlets, I'm going with that's 6 or higher. That's 6 or more rare Forest Gauntlets for sure. Easily. Easily. Oh my gosh, like blacked out star antennas. That's crazy. So there's just a little bit of that in the wild for you. We're gonna head over here, and I'm gonna rock your world again with another thing. So also in this game, there are alpha items, and these are supposedly the super big rares of this game. And you can go over here and click on this board and check out some of these alpha item explorers. So you can see here, the worth is basically based on color and how many of these are in the game. And also, of course, aesthetics. Oh my gosh, you can still get wind-up keys? I did not know that. I didn't know that all the wind-up keys have not been found. That's so interesting. So for wind-up key example, you can see that there has been 212 discovered, but you can still find 423 of these things. And you can see who has them, who has what. You can put your username if you want it on there, but you don't have to have it on there. That is the one that I would want. Oh my goodness, I would want that one so bad. I wonder what that is worth. So sometimes when I'm trying to figure out worth, I'll just skip over here. Now I bet this wind-up key is so expensive. I bet this wind-up key is not worth. Yeah, it is not. So that is something I would have to end up looking up on the wiki or asking someone. But that's really cool. That's a really cool item. But there you go. Those are alpha items. Alpha items can be so confusing because sometimes they're like barely worth 1,000 sapphires, and sometimes they're just like one of the rarest items in the game. So they can be a little tricky too. And then for pets, basically, I don't know exactly how to tell like the rarity on pets, but I know for all of the fantasy creatures, pretty much if you get a good color one or one with a rare effect. So my little guy here, he has these epic wings, and you can see that. And so that makes him pretty rare, I would say. But then on top of that, I just got so lucky with his color I mean, he is just a beaut. He is just a gorgeous little fella. This one is cute. This one is very cute. I would say that she is definitely worth her price. I would not say that. I don't think anyone's gonna ever buy that. I don't think that's worth that at all. I don't think. People love to overprice dragons. Like, be careful before you buy a dragon, because I mean, if it's a color combination that you love and you want it, that's great. But in my opinion, these are not worth anything. There are so many dragons out there. There are so many dragons. Like, that's a better price. That is a more accurate price, I think. 250. I would say that that is a pretty accurate price for her because she's gorgeous. Or she's just a gorgeous dragon. She's a beautiful color. She has some really unique features. I would say that is worth the price. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that wasn't too confusing. If there's more stuff that you want me to talk about, I definitely will. This video was completely unscripted and I just kind of wanted to do it, and then I started making it and I didn't even realize how... I mean, I knew it was confusing, but I guess I just forgot how confusing this is. And honestly, I am no expert myself. Like that, I'm not rare in this game. I have some decent items, but that's about it. I don't trade. You'll never catch me trading in this game. What I like to do is I like to run around and collect. So I will be a little bit of here and there, and I just kind of play the game as it is and see what I get. And I try to collect sapphires, and then I work my way up through here. So I really don't own... I don't even know if I have anything that's really worth over 5,000 sapphires. That's kind of just what I stick with, and if it's cute, I get it. As you can see, I'm really into den decorating, so I will spend a pretty penny on sapphires for an aesthetic little den item. Besides that, that's pretty much gonna be it. I hope this video wasn't too confusing, and I hope it doesn't end up being too long. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I hope you all hop over here and get on Animal Jam Play Wild, because it is a lot of fun. There's just so many things to do. Maybe that's what I'll do next. Maybe I'll make a video on things you can do in Animal Jam Play Wild. But if you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!